So the H1b season is approaching, and if you are one of those aspirants, then it's high time you buck up. This video is totally for you because we are going to discuss about important dates and the entire timeline for the upcoming H1b season. So make sure you stick around till the end. Hello, Namaste, welcome to my channel. I am Pragnya, your visa and immigration guide. If you're interested in any topics related to visas, immigration, working abroad, living abroad, making a life abroad, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and we will make sure that you go global. H1b visa, as all of you know, it's one of the most sought after visa for entering into US. Yes, it's a work visa. And I will not go into the basics of what H1b is. I've already made tons of videos on it. You can just go back and check into that. But in today's video, we will be discussing the major dates and the entire timeline for H1b visa. And also, in the upcoming videos, we will be discussing about a very important topic, that is regarding the Desi consultancies. As you know, yes, if you're trying for H1b, you must have obviously come across the term Desi consultancies. So what these Desi consultancies are, how they will help you to file H1b, and everything related to that we will be discussing in the upcoming video. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you have been waiting for the H1b visa lottery for the fiscal year 2024, then this is the time you should get started. Yes, this in the late 2022, you need to get started for fiscal year 2024. You heard me right. Right from this phase starts the first phase of H1b visa that we call the planning approaching phase. Yes, during this time, late November and December, all the companies try to gather out their potential candidates whom they send for H1b visa lottery. And it's very important that you get selected within your company itself to get sponsored for H1b visa. So it's time you make the magic happen. This is the time when good connections actually come into play. Go talk to your HR, express your interest in going for H1b visa lottery, and make sure that they get your name onto that big list that they are going to send into lottery. Because if your company doesn't sponsor you, you can't do it yourself. This is an employer specific visa. So make sure that your company is in the same page as you and your company is also interested to send you for H1b visa. So go connect and make it happen. Next comes the second phase. The second phase is January and February. In this phase, the companies usually gather all your educational informations, certificates and experiences in order to sponsor you for H1b visa. So if you're already in the potential list of going into H1b visa lottery, then now it's time to do the documentation. Make sure you have all your experiences, all your experience letters in place. If you're having some foreign degrees, then you should be having the official transcripts, your mark sheets, your scorecards, anything that is ever required. For the entire list of documents that you may need, I have put the link in the description box below. You can just go and check the documents. But currently, these are the pre-preparations that you need to make. Your employer should not have an excuse saying that you don't have this or you don't have that, so we can't sponsor you. So make sure you are up to date from your end. Get all those documents ready, especially your transcripts, mark sheets, foreign certificates, degrees, any certifications, anything, just to show your potential that yes, you're worth that H1b visa. Then comes the third phase. The third phase is the phase of registration. The registrations usually begin from 1st of March and last until 18th of March. So this could be anywhere in between 1st of March and 18th of March. The dates may vary. So for this, you have to subscribe to the channel and I will keep you updated about the exact window when the registration for H1b visa opens up. So during this registration phase, your employer creates your profile and registers you by paying a fees of $10 for the H1b lottery. So this is what the employer has to do. They have to register you in order to participate in the lottery. So this phase is very important. Sometimes the employers say that yes, they have put your name there, but how do you put your name there, right? Make sure your employer does this. This window opens up from 1st of March, within 1st of March to 18th of March, somewhere in between the first half of March, this window always opens up. And here a fees of $10 is being paid by the employer, and they create your profile and register you for H1b visa. That being said, always remember, H1b visa is an employer specific visa. All the fees required for during this process of H1b visa is being paid by the employer. You are not entitled to pay any fees from your behalf. Your employer has to bear all the costs. So do not fall into any false traps if your employer is asking you to pay such and such fees. No, you are not required to pay any such fees. Your employer is responsible to pay all the fees that pertains to H1b visa. Then comes the fourth phase, or the most important phase, I can say, that we call as the moment of truth. Yes, the H1b visa lottery results. Usually during the end of March, last week of March, the H1b visa lottery results are out. So here you can know that whether you are selected or not. So the profile that your employer must have created during registration, usually in that your lottery results are also coming. You may start getting mails that you are selected. So you don't get a mail if you are not selected. So obviously when you're selected, you get a mail that you are selected. So do not spend a lot of time rejoicing that you are selected for the H1b visa lottery, because this lottery doesn't guarantee you an H1b visa. This just gives you a chance to file for a H1b visa. So whether you are getting or not, whether you're getting the visa or not totally depends upon your petition now. So now comes the big thing, filing your petition. So after the lottery results are out comes the fifth phase, that is filing the petition. You don't have to do anything from your end apart from providing all the documentation to your employer. So in this phase, your employer will make sure they have all the required documents that they need to file for your H1b visa petition. They will gather your mark sheets, your experiences. They will draft out your roles and responsibilities, what you're going to do at the client location, what project you'll be working on, and every such thing. They'll file for your LCA and everything. All these documentations will be done by your employer. Obviously, they will need your help. They will need some data information about you. Whatever documents are required, you have to provide them. And within 30th of June, they will have to file the petition. Let me tell you, when I say filing the petition, it's not just posting the petition. If you post it, it has to reach before 30th of June. So that is the deadline. From April to June, the petition must be filed. If you are selected in the lottery, but somehow you miss to file the petition, I can say nothing can be worse than that. You just lose your chance. So do not neglect this part. Your petition must be filed within 30th of June. The next phase after filing the petition comes interview. So if your petition is a successful one, it means if your visa is approved, if your petition is approved, then you will have to select a date, you will have to book an appointment for your interview. So let me tell you, just getting your petition approved is not important. If you have to travel to US, if you want to travel to US, then along with your visa, you also have to get your passport stamped. So you need a visa and you need a stamping. Then only you will be able to move over to US. So after a successful petition, after you get the approval that your petition has been approved, you have to go ahead and fill out the DS 160. Either you do it or your company does it. And then you have to pay the visa appointment fees and book for your appointment and get an interview slot. So now once you have the interview slot in hand, it's time to prepare for the D-Day. I will tell you, just do not go for interview unprepared, because yes, they are going to check for you. They are going to ask a lot of questions. You have to be 100% ready. Prepare, practice, and be ready to crack the interview. Once you crack the interview, they will keep your passport, they will stamp it and return it back to you by post, or you can pick it up and then you will be all set to come to US. So these are the basic things that will be required for your H1b visa end to end, right from now until the end of June, I can say, when your petition is filed, and then after that you book your slot and you go for your stamping and every such thing. So that being said, one thing you need to keep in mind, that even though, let's say, your petition gets approved real quick, by September or August, you are done with your stamping, remember, H1b visa will be activated only on the 1st of October 2023. So yes, your start date for H1b visa will be 1st of October 2023. This is for fiscal year 2024. So yes, you have to go through all these stages, all these phases in order to come to US on an H1b visa. So I hope this video is going to give you some idea and some clarity about the time that is needed for your H1b visa, the entire journey, which is starting right now, I can say, and which is going to end on 1st of October if you have successful petition or whenever your petition gets approved. So yes, if you have any further question regarding this, any further clarification needed, do not hesitate to reach out to us and we will be there to help you out in any regards. And also remember, we conduct mock interviews, practice sessions to make sure that you have the perfect practice before you enter your D-Day. And we will be there to help you out for all sorts of clarifications and questions needed. And also do not miss out our upcoming videos, which will be on Desi consultancies. Yes, if your employer is not willing to file for your H1b visa, then whether or not you should go for a Desi consultancy, stay tuned for our next video. There lies the answer. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.